It took more than 40 years of hard-fought advocacy before women in America were granted the right to vote in 1920. Black and white newsreels from the time proclaimed a new set of voters, history being made. It was a big, albeit first, step towards women's equality. Now, more than 100 years later, many women feel like their rights are being ripped away after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade in June.
I feel like it's really dangerous for college students because, there's probably a lot of people that it's going to affect here, and it's just not going to be safe for them.
My behavior itself has not changed. It's just something that's you got to be even more scared walking down the street at night.
Roughly a dozen states have now enacted near total bans on abortion, leaving 1 in 3 women in the U.S. with virtually no access to the procedure, in some states even in cases of rape or incest. Performing an abortion here in Texas is now a second-degree felony, punishable by up to life in prison and fines of at least $100,000. The penalties are so harsh, there have even been cases of doctors and hospitals turning women who are miscarrying away from emergency rooms, afraid they'll run afoul of the ban. Women seeking out the procedure are now traveling hundreds, sometimes thousands of miles to access the care in states where abortions are still legal.
This is the medicine for tomorrow.
Dr. Gabrielle Godric says her clinic in Arizona has seen a surge in new patients.
If we were closed, where would they go? The volume is so high in those border states that there's weeks waits for these people. And it's inhumane. It's unethical.
There are growing concerns that women's access could be further restricted and their movements monitored as anti-abortion lawmakers craft legislation that would block patients from crossing state lines to get an abortion. In early August, President Joe Biden signed an executive order protecting a woman's right to travel between states to obtain an abortion, but said on Friday that the only way Roe would be codified in Congress is if the American people make it happen in the November midterms.
Remember that line in the court case, in the Dobbs case, saying that women can't speak? Well, they have no idea about how you're going to hear women roar on this issue, and it's going to be consequential.
Some women, though, see the overturning of Roe as a victory for human rights.
We all want to help these women. We just have different views. And I think that murder is not the right way to go about helping women. I don't think that helps women.
The fight over what women's equality actually means still at the forefront of the national conversation, more than a century on from when the first female vote was cast. Tony Waterman, CGTN, Austin, Texas.